morning, everybody. Okay, today we will study about part of speech. Previously, part of speech that consisted of noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, conjunction, preposition, and the last is interjection. Okay, but for this time we can study about three kinds. The first is verb. So the second is noun and the last is adjective. Okay, for the first is verb. What is the verb? The verb is word which expresses an action or state of being and of that time of when it is. So of all part of speech, the verb is most important. It is moving the power or motor of sentence. So the verb also help you to say exactly what you mean. For example, I forget to tell you that Mr. Hero will depart at 8 o'clock tomorrow. From this sentence, we found three verbs. For the verb, one is verb, forget. The forget show the condition. So the second verb is tell, and the third verb is depart. Verb 2 and verb 3 showing the activities. Okay, next. For semantically a verb divided into two kinds. The first is dynamic verb and the second is static verb. What is dynamic verb? Dynamic verb is a word. Dynamic verb is verb when showing the activities. For example, is run, walk, climb, swim, etc. So for the static verb is the verb showing the condition. For example, like I like you. So the other example is forget. I forget to bring my book. Okay, for the next about verb based on the changing form, divided into two kinds. The first is regular verb, so the second is irregular verb. For the regular verb, when the regular verb in verb 2 and verb 3 same by adding ed. For example, try. Try is verb 1, so try is verb 2, and the try is verb 3. This sentence, this word is verb 2 and verb 3 is same by adding at. So the next, for the irregular verb, when the verb 2, verb 1, verb 2, verb 3 is change, different. For example, go, when, come. Go is verb 1, when is verb 2, so come is verb 3. Verb 1 until verb 3 is different. So the next, the verb based on objective, divided into two kinds. The first is transitive and the second is intransitive. For the transitive is some action verb have direct to object. The example, I read newspaper. Read is the verb. What is I read? The verb is need some object. The object So the sentence is I read newspaper. So the second is intransitive. Intransitive is the some other do not have direct to object. The verb is have need the object. For example, is you will sleep. Sleep. Sleep is the verb. The verb is have need the some subject. Okay, for the next material is the noun. What is noun? Okay, the noun is word used anything for person or animal or place, object, situation, quality or idea. The noun divided into 6 kinds. The first is proper noun, common noun, material noun, collective noun, abstract noun, and possessive noun. The first is proper noun. Proper noun is word that stand of names, person, or country, or any particular of names which begin with capital letter. The example is Jakarta is capital of Indonesia. In here, Indonesia is names of country, and then we must put Indonesia in capital letter. Okay, the next is common noun. Common noun is the word that denotes no one thing in particular, but it is common is to any number of some kind. The example is take your book please. The book in here is doesn't point out for book, for Al-Quran or yellow book or this book or etc. But we can use for every book. The next is the material noun. Material noun is the word that denotes two matter or substance of which things are made. The example is this ring made of gold. The material is gold. Okay, the next is collective noun. Collective noun is a word that denotes a group of collection of multi-task taken as one group of work. The example is those are navy. In here, the navy is all of from she force. Okay, the next is abstract noun. Abstract noun is about word that denotes some quality, so stage, action, apart from any particular event, and material object. The next is abstract noun. Abstract noun is the word that denotes some quality, stage, or action apart from any particular intent or material object. The example for quality is the teacher will be happy if be kindness. So the example for stage, we good pleasure of today. So the example for action is Islam is my choice. So the next is possessive noun. Possessive noun is if we speak about possessive, we mean is ownership or belong to, or the part of his, him, or her. Adjective. Adjective is word use quality, a noun or pronoun. Then divided into 7. The one is verbal adjective. So adjective of quality or stage. So the next is adjective of number or quantity. So the next is distributive adjective. The next is demonstrative adjective. So the next is interrogative adjective, and the last is possessive adjective. Okay, for the proper adjective, they are always capitalist. The example is Indonesian language. Indonesian is capital letter. So the next is adjective of quality or stage. This adjective is show stage, the person or thing. The example, Agus is diligent. Diligent is the quantity. Diligent is stage. Yes. Okay, for the next is about adjective of number or quantity that show many things or about numeral. Divided into two kinds. There is definite numeral adjective and indefinite numeral adjective. For definite numeral adjective is the show about exact. The example is Tommy has 2 pints. So for indefinite numeral adjective is didn't show about numeral. The example is not all present in this class. The next is about demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective is show about things mean is this, that, those, because they tell about which one. Okay, for the next is about interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjective is show about question. The example is what time is it now? Okay, the last is possessive adjective. Possessive adjective is show about the possession. For the example is where is your book? Okay, until the end, study about part of speech. Before I close our meeting, sorry if many mistake from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.